Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to do a response or an answer to Cindy Lejeune. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Her comment and question that she left on a video. And what she said was, can you make a video on what to do with all the backgrounds? I love making them, but I never know what to do with them. Thank you, Kelly. Love you. I love you too. So I'm going to do a couple. I'm going to let give you a few tips that I think are great, fun, let's get to getting. So I'm going to use this background that I made, I don't know when I made it, a little while ago, not too long ago. And that's what we're going to use today. Oh, just dropped my paper. And so let me start off by saying, a fun thing to do with backgrounds is obviously you can use them as an abstract or as a piece of art themselves. But you want to do other things with them or you have an excessive amount of them like I do, they can start off as a background. So one thing you can do is, let's say you like to do ATC cards or you want to get into an ATC swap. And ATC stands for Artist Trading Cards, and it's a 2.5 by 3.5 inch card that you do little pieces of art, and you can give them as random acts of kindness. You can be in groups that trade them. My group, All Things Creative, does monthly trades with themes, and that kind of thing. So what you can do is go and take this, and I would do it randomly. So I would just turn this over and I would measure. I'd probably do it this way to get the most out of it. I would measure 2.5, which would be right here. I'm gonna do it this way, or you could do the 3.5, it doesn't matter. And then you would just do your line like this, straight of course, not like I do. This is 2.5, and then you would go this way for your 3.5. And this would become your first ATC card. So then you just go and keep measuring, like here you do another 3.5, or you could, measure whatever way you want, and you'll get a bunch of cards from here. Cut them out, and then when you turn them over, you have these pieces that are similar in the same kind of colors. Let's say you want to send them out to a bunch of people as RAKs. So, you would have like the same kind of colors, but then you can work on top as your theme. Or just send them out. Maybe you cut like a really cool part, and you're like, that is a really cool abstract. Maybe you're in an abstract swap. You can also do inchies, which is not my gig, but inchies, some people make the most beautiful inchies. They are obviously an inch by an inch. So I'm a horrible measurer and drawer, so we'll go this way. You would do, it'd be a square, so you would go like, here's an inch, and then you do your line. I do everything. You might be able to do this easier than me because I'm just not good at these kind of things, measuring. So it would be this way, and then you would do this way. Come on, baby. And that's an inch. So you do, and then that would become your inchy. So it's an inch by an inch. You cut that out, and those are your little pieces. So that is for that. That is one suggestion. You can also do what I did the other day in my video, which was, if this is too bright, you can take your white, water it down, or your gesso, whatever you have, whatever color you want. I might even do like a I don't know, maybe like a very light green, I don't know, or purple, and, kind of push all this background back. So then whatever you work on top will show through. So that is something you can do. And then you can do, maybe you love doing faces, or you love doing certain drawings. Maybe you like to do odd girls. Maybe you like to do birds. Maybe you just like to stamp, or you have like this really cool stamp that you like, I mean, you can just do your thing. Something else I love, I was going to use this in an art journal page. Maybe I'll use it. I'll do a video next once I do it. You can cut out pieces from magazines and use those as well. Because nowadays there are paints and glues that are multi-surface. Many companies have it. You know, my company Folk Art that I am an ambassador for, they have multi-surface, but you can find them anywhere. And you can even use your regular acrylic paints. You can use white school glue, Mod Podge. It's all whatever you want. Also, I love to cut out of old books and magazines and that kind of thing, which this is a really cool wing. I couldn't think of the name. So, you know, you can definitely, let me move this back a little bit. You can definitely do something, you know, maybe you want her to have one wing. Maybe you want to trace this so you get to keep this. You can do whatever you want and add, you know, different kind of things to it. Maybe you want to do a bird with one massive wing. Who knows? But you see what I'm saying? Just always look at things differently. Always look at magazines or books at the thrift store or the used book store or even the dollar store. It might be a book that you don't dig, but if you go through it, you might find some pictures or something that strikes you that you're like, oh, I know what I could do with that, and use it in a completely different way. Or, of course, Halloween's coming. And although this doesn't scream Halloween, we can make it very Halloweeny. But you can see there's all kinds of scrapbook papers with all kinds of different cool stuff on it. And if you get the bigger, I mean, you can even cut out of here, but like if you get the bigger one, you know, you could cut like the bird out, maybe paint your own tree, use the bird, or the owl. And this says, watch out, or do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, look at this, how cool. This would just be a great background as it is. I mean, there's so many wonderful things, and they have stuff on the back, and you can do little spell. Oh gosh, I know I'm gonna have to do a video with those. So you see what I'm saying? Like you can really go all out. For lack of what to do with things, I love doing backgrounds. And then I love drawing girls or something on it. Like this to me, I would honestly, if you want to know what I would do, I would make this a face. This would be crazy hair. And then just, you know, uh, make kind of a body. Now it would screw this up a little bit, but I can make this a face as well, or I could turn it this way and make this the face with her looking down at this. Maybe it's a rock with a face. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So I'll probably do a video of this separate. So this doesn't go on too long. So keep your eye out for that. I'll do it probably this week. Or who knows, maybe I'll do it and it'll go up later today. And yeah, so just look at your stuff, because a lot of times you guys will leave me comments saying, oh, I see a lion in there, or I see a tiger, or I see a flower, or I see a face, you know. And then I'm like, I look again and I'm like, oh yeah, I see that too. Like I was originally going to go with this is the face, but as I sit here and look, I'm like, oh, okay, this could be shadows for eyes. You know, this could be part of the base of her nose. So I don't know. I'm going to play with this and we'll see what I come up with. And if it comes out really crappy, I'm not going to show you. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so those are just a few ideas. So because I know a lot of people ask all the time about backgrounds, I'll try to pull out a bunch of my backgrounds and at least maybe once a week work on one so you guys can kind of see different things that I do. I know I get asked a lot to do ATC cards, so maybe I'll do that with a background of mine. And then we'll turn this into like, what do you see? What do you, you know, get from this? What can we do with it? And just different kind of things. If that is okay with you guys, let me know down below if that is something that you would like to see. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And thank you, Cindy, for your question. I'm going to go through, I have quite a few. YouTube, which has been phenomenal doing this. I think this is great for comments that are questions or that I have not answered yet. By responding in the comments, they're putting those first. So when I go on, I can click that and I can see more of what your questions are. So, you know, I can they can be fresh in my head, and I can do response videos. So thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, please be kind to each other. You'll never know about how somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so much. And remember, we're doing progress, not perfection. Have a blast. Enjoy it, especially if you're doing an art journal. Keep your eye out. I have a good art journal video coming up, I think later today. I'm not quite sure, but you will see it this week, definitely. And leave me a thumbs up if you guys like what I do. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.